Love is unconditional. Don't just throw away a broken relationship, fix it. Don't feel loved? Just teach your partner the concept of love languages. Happy wife, happy life. You're not really bored with your partner. That's just what a committed, healthy relationship feels like. Don't choose your partner solely based on physical attraction. Both of you will grow old and wrinkly anyways. That spark that's missing just means that you finally found someone that's outside of the toxic type that you usually feel attracted to. Always put your partner's needs first. That's what good girls, boys, or people in general do. If you try to educate yourself on the ins and outs of how to have a healthy relationship, especially if you've struggled with that kind of stuff in the past, then you probably came across some, if not all of those kinds of statements. And for the majority of people out there, all of that is solid advice. But for some of us, they might lead to or prolong years of suffering. Stay till the end to find out if you're one of them.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Just kidding. I'm gonna give you the TLDR right now. So, if you're a people pleaser, if you're not in touch with your own emotions, if you're generally downplaying the importance of your own needs and desires, those kinds of statements will make you do the opposite of what you should be doing, which is putting your own needs first. In many cases, you need to start one level lower, which is learning how to get in touch with your own emotions in order to figure out what you actually need. This whole thing is less of a sudden realization on my part and more of a lesson that my therapist tried to get me to understand for a long time. And I think I finally got it after countless sessions and numerous setbacks. How can you tell if you might need to do the same thing? So learn how to put your own needs first and actually get in touch with your own emotions when it comes to relationships. Well, it's quite easy, I think. Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship you didn't even want in the first place? If you had to rate the quality of a relationship, would you primarily think about how satisfied your partner is and probably not waste a single thought on your own levels of enjoyment? When you're with a significant other or a love interest, is most of your attention going towards how the other person is feeling instead of just enjoying the moment? When describing how you like someone, do your arguments hardly include how they make you feel? If you said yes to any of these, then you might want to take all of the relationship advice that I mentioned at the beginning, save it for later because they do have a point, but for the time being, just focus on what my therapist told me. Why would you ever want to be with someone that does not fulfill your basic needs and desires? If it just doesn't feel good being around them. That's the whole point of being in a relationship or whatever kind of arrangement you prefer in the first place. If you're not connected to your own emotions, then there's no way in hell that you're gonna be authentic around that other person. So you wouldn't just be betraying yourself, you would also betray them. You can worry about being too self-centered or selfish later on if it ever happens. But till then, pick your partner based on whether or not you actually like being around them. Not for the sake of image, or because they seem like a nice person, or because they like you, but all of that is meaningless as long as you either can't even tell or don't prioritize how they make you feel. Do you agree? Do you think my therapist has a point, or are they just telling me what I like to hear? It's actually quite simple. Fuck you, man! Why is it so hard? Is the mic still on? I would hope so. Yeah, shut up.